I didn't have time to do intro for this video, but my brother-in-law was here helping me get this thing in here. But yeah, this was just gonna be a part out, but this will be the first actual car video I've had in a while.
Battery's got some.
A little bit of damage. I don't think that one's gonna charge up. Nothing to the starter's not doing it either.
All right, we got the Spec B in here, as you could see yesterday. And also, as you could see, I got the battery put in this thing. There was a battery in here, but she was a little smashed. And I did get it to power up, but I've got nothing in terms of starter. Nothing's cranking over, which I do want to see if this thing runs, because this has an IAG short block. And it obviously drove when it hit the tree, so I want to see if it runs still and if it sounds good, because that's just more that I can sell off this thing. But this one is strictly just tearing it apart. It's got damage in the rear here. It's actually kind of starting to rust here, so not worth fixing, and it's totaled. All things, if you watch the video when I bought this, that you have seen, but it's got a bunch of good mods on it. It's got a nice interior. Of course, the 6-speed transmission that these come with, as you can see in there. And today I'm gonna try and probably gonna pop this intercooler off and see if I can figure out why the starter's not turning over. Maybe we don't have power to the starter. Maybe something's wrong with the starter, I'm not sure. I'm hoping that's one of the things. I can't seem to find any actual damaged wiring. I don't see any frayed wires or chopped wires. I know this is all popped up weird, but I can't find anything that's damaged. I really want to get this out of here, out of the way, but I can't do it by hand and I don't have anything to hook up to. So maybe I'll try and pry it out of the way a little bit and get this relay panel apart a little bit more to make sure there's nothing damaged in there, but I don't know how much I'll be able to figure out. By this time, you'll hopefully have seen the shop build video. I think probably a few things have changed since that. We got our HVAC up and working. So we've got heat, and we'll have AC in here in the spring, which is nice. Organized a few little more things. Got a little cabinet here. We've got a little battery charging station that I set up here, which works out nice. I've also got my packaging parts station now. All the basics of it. I'm gonna store some cardboard under here, all my tape, and I've got my packaging paper and my packaging plastic. So we'll see how far this gets me. I'm sure I'll have to add to it. And we've got our little friend, Dude. hungry, buddy? Not sure where the other cat is right now, but these were cats from my parents. You probably saw videos of them when they were little kittens, and they're pretty much all grown up now. Got a nice view out there this morning. Pretty cool. All right, let's get messing around on this thing, see if we can figure something out. Just gonna be jump clips and hopefully some updates that I figured it out, but we'll see. Dude, you just took the microphone. Hey, give it to me. Jeez, you can't take the microphone like that, buddy. All right, let's see if this thing starts. Come on, baby. Come on. Okay, the engine sounds pretty good. I don't hear any funny noises. Sweet. I definitely want to do a compression test on it. But the thing seems pretty nice. I mean, it should run. It was running when it crashed, so let's shut her off. Yeah! All right, I was being an idiot per usual. I spent multiple hours on this thing trying to figure out why the heck this thing doesn't run. Some sort of weird electrical issue, and it was just both these fuses right here were blown. And I checked all the other fuses and looked multiple other places, was researching online, and it's just me being a dum-dum and not trying to find the simple things. It was just the fuses, and it started right up. And as you heard, it sounded pretty good. I gotta bolt this intercooler back down to the hoses so that we don't have any intake leaks. And then I want to start it back up. Now it's got oil in it, and listen to it run, get a video, because I'm just gonna be selling this. And then I also want to do a compression test and hopefully have pretty good compression. And then we've got a good engine. Hopefully the oil looks good when we drain it. But again, this was built by a pretty good shop. It was built by a BCP. It's an IAG short block, and I think stock cylinder heads. And so built by a good shop, tuned by a good shop, a good engine, a good company that builds engines. So I'm hoping this thing is healthy and it would make a good engine for somebody and a little bit extra profit for me on this car, which will be nice. So unfortunately, I started this thing up and it sounds like it's got rod knock. The only thing to check, I guess, to verify that it is I'm gonna start tearing this thing apart and I'm gonna pull the timing covers off, because I have seen the timing tensioners rattle back and forth before. That's what I'm gonna check, but it sure sounds like rod knock. That's kind of the only thing that I've found that isn't rod knock that sounds just like it. But I'll post a little clip in here of what it sounds like. You know, it's a bummer, but I also purchased this car with the intent that this engine might not be good. I do have a friend that likes to buy engines with issues from me because he rebuilds them and uses them in his projects. So he is already interested in this one, but I guess we'll just go to some time lapses and jump clips of tearing this thing apart. So I got the timing all apart and nothing's loose in here. Everything's pretty tight. I still ran it obviously just to listen again, and it still sounds like rod knock, which I was pretty sure it was. But that is kind of the last check I really need to do on this engine. I don't really care too much about compression, and I don't really care about oil pressure because the oil pressure probably isn't great if it's got rod knock. So yeah, I'm gonna unmarry the access port and then probably done with power for this thing. We'll pull the battery out, and that's gonna be the last that this car ever lives, unfortunately. But that's how it goes when a car's totaled. Too bad it had to be a Spec B, so let's keep digging into this thing. Hopefully somebody wants these big brakes, the transmission swap, of course all the little goodies around here. Has a nice skid plate on it. A Rally Tech skid plate. Already sold one item, the Hella Horns. What's up, kitties? You better not steal my mic again, buddy.
That could not have been any better.
So as you saw, we dropped that Legacy off at the scrapyard. I really wish that car was just a blown engine car that I could have bought and fixed, because I wanted one of those Spec Bs for a while, but that's not the case. So I had to go to the scrapyard. We also got the U-Haul here, as well as my other trailer all set up. And this is actually quite a bit in the future because I forgot to do an outro, but we've got a lot more projects that I will quick show you here, but this will be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. We got more stuff coming. You could like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do to help support my videos. I appreciate it. I hope you guys are getting your projects done, and I will see you in the next video.